Hello to everyone, and thank you all for joining me at this time. My name is Shavi Zane, and I'm coming on to bring a message for you all, specifically the chosen seed at this time. So I had a dream last night, y'all, and this dream it kind of tricked me out because, first of all, I was outside, beautiful sunny day, and it felt like it was summertime. I had on the closed, it was summertime in a dream. And I was starting at a trail. I was getting ready to go for a jog. Like some people might call it sprinting when you're just kind of pacing yourself. And so I started taking off and I'm on this journey, just taking this jog, enjoying the scenery. It was sunny. I had flowers all around me. And it just felt so good. I just wanted to really relish in the moment. So, like I said, I was pacing myself. I wasn't in a hurry. I'm just enjoying, jogging and being outside in this beautiful weather. Next thing I know, out of nowhere, a person that I know in a 3D, you would have thought they was Speedy Gonzalez. You might call them the Tasmanian Devil. I don't know what name you want to give them, but they sped past me so fast that my head damn near spun. And I looked up and they was way far ahead of me, right? And so my ego kicked in because in that moment I thought, hold up. I know they not trying to challenge me. I almost wanted to join, I was about to pick up the pace, like, hold up. But the moment that I thought that, they bent over and they was, I mean, they couldn't move no faster. They was stuck right there where they was at because they was out of breath. And the first thought that came into my mind was, oh, it's because they smoked those cigarettes. And I kept running, pacing myself. And eventually I ended up passing up this person who was still gasping for air. And I just kept going on my journey. And then I woke up. It was a couple of other things in that dream, but I ended up waking up because that was like the main message for me. So I'm coming on to speak to the chosen. Some of you just, I've seen some comments where some ask, well, if you had that dream, how is that relevant to other people? Isn't that just for you? And I want to explain to you all why I bring my dreams forward before I get into what the dream might mean, because some of y'all already interpreted. You see what it is. I bring my dreams forward because I recognize that I'm a chosen seed. I know this already. And I also know that it is not just about me. It ain't about me. Okay. I am a piece to a greater whole. I am a part of a body. Okay. The body of Christ consciousness. And so when I bring my dreams forward, it is because as above, so below, as within, so without. Anything that's happening on a macroscopic level is happening on a microcosmic level, and vice versa. What's happening in the spiritual realm has a physical reflection, and vice versa. And so whatever I experience or whatever you experience as a chosen seed, there is some part of the body that is going through the same thing. Just the same analogy as if let's just say if you had uh, something going on with your kidneys, then the surrounding areas, there's going to be multiple parts of the body that's attached to that particular organ that will be affected by that. And so it's not just me. I recognize that whatever I'm seeing, there is a physical reflection of that. And it is actually a part of, there are some out there who are experiencing the same thing, depending on where they're at in their journey. So this is why I bring my dreams forward. So if my message doesn't resonate with you, then just, keep it moving. It's not a problem. However, I will say if you recognize and acknowledge that you're a chosen seed, then just know that if the kidney fails, you want that kidney to get back in alignment if you're a part of the body. Because if you're a part of the brain and you like, I ain't worried about no kidney over there. What they talking about? I'm not dealing with that. But they're part of the body. Then ultimately, if that kidney is not corrected, then you'll have some issues in your region, in your function. So eventually we all work in this thing together. Okay. I'm just speaking my part and doing my part. And if it affects you or if it influences you in a positive way, then I have done what I was told to do as a vessel. That's it and that's all. So moving on. In this dream, like I said, this person came out of nowhere. I'm enjoying myself. I'm just taking a jog. This person apparently had been watching me. You had to be watching me. This person was watching me from a distance. Now, for some of you, this tells me that you're in a competition that you don't even know about. Many of the chosen seed are in a competition that you didn't even sign up for. You had no idea that the competition existed. You just living your life, doing what's necessary to become the greatest version of yourself. But there are people out there, whether you know them personally, a lot of them you don't even know, that are in competition with you, and they never even told you that a competition was on the table. So that's how you know behind the scenes they want to play dirty. Because this person, they were so much in their ego that they really thought, first of all, I had already gotten pretty far down this path by the time this person came speeding past like Speedy Gonzalez, okay? So they had been watching me for quite some time. But it indicates that they were not intimidated until I got further down my path. They did not feel like they needed to rush in until I got to a certain point down my path. So apparently, while I'm just pacing myself, I'm in the moment, I'm not even thinking about getting to necessarily any specific goal per se. I'm just being my best self, raising my vibrations, doing what's necessary to keep my body in alignment and just feeling good in the moment, staying in the now. They were too busy watching me from a distance saying, oh, I don't like where she's at. I don't like where she's at in that journey right now, because it looks like she's getting close to a point that is starting to rub me the wrong way. It's intimidating me to see where she is headed. And that's when they came rushing in. And the good thing about it is that in that moment when my ego wanted to kick in, and I'm like, hold up, because see, as an Aries, I'm the type of person that you put a challenge on the table, let's do it. You know, you want to play some basketball. I might not be the best. You want to play some football, whatever it is you want to do, pool, let's go. Chess, let's go. I got you, right? That's just the competitive energy that I naturally possess. So in my dream, it wanted to kick in that moment. But apparently it was meant for them to lose their breath in the moment that thought came into my mind, because it was this energy of, no, don't let your ego take you out of staying in this moment and really relishing in this journey. Do not match their energy, because if I would have took off running, I would have been matching that energy of needing to hurry up to get somewhere, right? They couldn't even get to their goal. They couldn't even get to their destination. All they know is they was able to make it a little bit past me, but ultimately they got stopped in their tracks to where they needed to pull out an asthma pump or something, okay? And the problem was, because in my mind, like I said, I thought, oh, they smoking them cigarettes. That's why they couldn't keep going. The cigarettes represents the toxicity that these people embody spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically. They haven't done the work to heal. And so they carry a very heavy energy, so heavy that even in that moment where they think that they're getting ready to show you up, they're thinking that they're getting ready to get to the finish line. At least that's what they see it as, because you ain't even thinking about a finish line. Your goal is just to be the best version of yourself. And so if the best version of yourself leads you to a breaking point that opens up a door, then you just pace yourself and you enjoy the moment of going through that door. You see what I'm saying? But they see it as competition because they saw me getting somewhere. From their vantage point, it became uncomfortable. And so they said, oh, hell to the no. I'm about to rush in this thing and I'm going to show her that I can get there faster than you. Even though you started well before me, I can get there faster than you. I can do it better than you. But what they ended up doing was embarrassing the hell out of themselves. Because again, they got stopped in their tracks, gasping for air because they didn't pace themselves. First of all, they didn't even do the work to prepare to be able to run that damn fast. Okay? You got to actually train yourself and be in the right energy. You can't be walking around with a whole bunch of toxins in your lungs and in your spirit, thinking that you're getting ready to get to a doorway that you think is open for somebody else. But it is not even the fact that you want to get there and that you desire to do whatever it is that person has been called to do. I'm talking about these people. I ain't talking about y'all. Y'all know how, It's not even the fact that they desire to run through whatever destination they thought they was about to make it to in order to fulfill an assignment. For them, it's all about ego. And it's all about the fact that they just don't want to see you get there. It ain't, because if it wasn't you, they probably wouldn't give a damn. But it's something about you. It's something about your energy, and it's something about the fact that you ain't in no hurry to get nowhere. You really are enjoying a moment. They see that they're starting to have to face the fact these are your karmics. These are hidden enemies. These are people that you know. These are people that you don't know who are watching you from behind the scenes. And they literally are watching you from the starting point all the way up until where you are now. That's how much of a stalker these people are. They are highly obsessed with the chosen. And they see you at a certain point in your journey. And they can't stand the fact that at this point, they have to face that you truly are who you say you are. You truly are committed to this path. You truly are relishing in and enjoying every moment and every step of this thing. They can't believe it. They're having to face the fact that you truly are an earth angel. You truly are a chosen seed. You truly do have a divine purpose. And what had to humble them in their tracks was for them to be there gasping for air in their own mind. I'm sure they was having to face the fact like, God, dog, I didn't prepare myself for this one. I did not see this coming. I can't breathe. And you pacing yourself and jogging right on past them and just looking, and you just keep on going, minding your business, because the journey must go on. Now they looking like Boo Boo the doggone fool. Now they're wishing that they would have done the work to at least prepare. If they was going to put you in a challenge that you didn't even know existed, they wishing that they would have at least prepared, because how bad is it when you try to cheat to get to a destination even faster, because you didn't even tell nobody that a challenge was on the table, and you still lose at your own game, literally your own game, because you're the only one playing it. How bad is it when the chosen seed continue to move ahead and thrive towards that destination and that pathway that the Most High has opened up, and your spiritual team has stood there and opened up for you and cleared the way, cleared the path for you to get there, and you just pacing yourself and enjoying a journey. You ain't looking left, you ain't looking right, you just enjoying the adventure of your journey. Meanwhile, they sitting back there, thumping their nose and thumping their chest saying, oh no, oh hell no. He or she is not about to get there before me. I refuse to see them win. I refuse to see them walk through that door. So I'm about to rush in hopes that, no, but see, the door still ain't, it's not your door. The door is not for them. But they think that if they come in and bum rush their way in and cheat their way in and take these shortcuts, that somehow they're going to take your place. How foolish can you be? This is not a journey that's for the weak. The chosen seed, you all did not get to where you are at or where you are going taking shortcuts, doing underhanded things to other people, operating from a space where you lacked integrity and honor, operating from a space where you had no divine connection to the Most High and your spiritual team. You didn't get to this place where you are today taking shortcuts. But the karmics and your hidden enemies, they don't seem to comprehend the prerequisites to this test. They don't seem to comprehend what it takes in order for you to get where you're going. But they learn it now because they're winded. And now they're starting to see that, oh, all of that toxicity that you carried with you, oh yeah, you got to go through a death and rebirth, baby. You got to go through some major transformations. You got to do some work to heal while you sitting up here trying to turn a marathon into an all-out race. You got to pace yourself to get there. You have to do the work. And they see that you've done the work, because see, they have to sit there, and while they're pacing and breathing all heavy and pretty and stopped in their tracks, they got to watch you go through that same door that they could not stand seeing you get closer to from that vantage point in the back, wherever they was watching and lurking from, hiding in the bushes, looking all over the place, just seeking it, or where they going, what they doing now. Meanwhile, you minded your goddamn business. You ain't even thinking about these people. Like I said, most of them you don't even know. But the fact of the matter is because it's you that's really shaking up some things in their spirit. And so I would just say, keep doing what you're doing, because apparently you're doing something right for these people to be losing their minds. Keep staying in this energy of inner peace, happiness, fulfillment. Just know that you are definitely going through some doors. Some doors are opening up for the chosen seed, and the karmics are having to watch. The enemy is having to watch from the sidelines. They're going to try to find ways to see if they can get ahead of you, but ultimately they lose because that energy is not welcome. They're not light enough in their energy to make it all the way to the destiny. They're not light enough in their energy to make it through the journey. You got to pace yourself to get through this thing, and many of them are not willing to do the work. And so it's like, no, I'm not going to do the work. I'm just going to sit here and I'm going to hate on them from the sidelines. But when I see them getting too close, yes, I'm going to have to show them up. But they end up embarrassing themselves. And so that's a very vital lesson that they end up having to take on, because it's like, well, damn, I need to really swallow my pride. I got to do some work. I got to get rid of this toxicity that's within me, because if I don't, what door is going to open? Because see, they tried to get through an open door that was there specifically open for you. Because, the moment that you go through that door, it shuts just like that. So I guess they thought they saw the door opening. They've been watching you, and they've been seeing that you're getting ready to walk through some doors. You're getting ready to break through some ribbons. And from the vantage point of where they're at, they're like, oh no, the door is open. So if I can just run fast enough, I can get through that door before he or she gets there. And then suddenly they lose their position. Suddenly they lose their inheritance. Suddenly you lose your happiness, your love life, your creativity, your gifts. Everything gets lost because now the door was open for them. Oh, you snooze, you lose. I got it first, just like little kids. That's how these karmics are operating. But they don't have the right energy to get through that door. The door would have closed in their face, even if they would have gotten to whatever door that they saw you getting towards. Because you ain't even thinking about it. You just know, okay, well, if part of my journey means that I end up going through a doorway, then I go through this doorway. And I still keep pacing myself, and I still stay humble, and I still stay in a place of gratitude, and I still continue to enjoy the journey. You ain't thinking about no particular end game. But they see it as being that because they're in their ego. They only see things from the surface of life. They have no divine connection. They don't receive any spiritual messages, and they can't stand the fact that the door is shining and is open and is there for you. And the fact that you are not in your ego. You are not in this place where you have to be braggadocious, or you have to say, hey, waving to the world. I'm about to win. I'm about to get to the finish line. At the end of the day, you just living. You a spirit having a human experience. You know that this is not it. You know that the evolutionary process is infinite. It's never ending. And so for those people who are still sitting in their ego, they are going to stay on that same karmic cycle of trying to break through doors that was not open for them, because they refuse to do the work so that the door can so that they can go through their own door, so that they can receive the accolades and the reward of the Most High and their spiritual team saying, job well done. Now, here's the new season. Here's your new beginning. This door has now been opened because you are worthy of stepping through it. They're going to continue to watch you. Maybe in a few lifetimes, they'll get the message, because they're going to get tired of running to a door that shuts in their face. So y'all, as the chosen seed, this message ain't going to be long. I just want to tell you to, recognize the truth for what it is. Like I said, don't even worry about who these people are, because the ones that don't even know you, that makes it even worse for them. It's one thing when a person knows you, because sometimes people that know you, especially from a young age, when they see you go from being this version of yourself, which was the false illusionary version of yourself, to going through this death and rebirth and transforming, and you're taking this narrow path, and you are just so different from the person that you knew, then you can kind of understand a low vibrational person and their ego will feel some type of way, because it's like, you used to be just like me. So what gives you the right to, deserve, what makes you deserve that versus me deserving it when we came from the same background? So you can kind of understand that the ego of that low vibrational person that you grew up with, that watched you transform. But when it's somebody that you ain't never met a day in your life, somebody that you ain't even phased by, you're not even thinking about them, but for whatever reason, they are thinking about you. They watching you like a hawk. I mean, they ain't got nothing better to do but to dissect you and to try to find flaws within you, to try to see if they can trip you up and try to get to the finish line before you get there. That person is at the lowest of the low. They real sad because they themselves have a whole lot of growing to do. And it's going to take them a long time to get there. These are people who are not divine. They might consider themselves, they want to believe in their own mind that they are divine masculine, they are divine feminine, they are chosen. In their own ego, they really want to believe this, because if they didn't believe it, they would not have never thought that they could speed past you to get to a door that was specifically open for you, unless they was under the illusion that they was included in this process, or they was included in the body of Christ consciousness. Listen, they did the work. They have not done the work. But I guess they think that they can fool the Most High God. But what they learned is that, damn, I just fooled myself. I just tripped myself up, because like I said, the toxicity, it was revealed to them in that moment. You ain't gonna make it. You trying to take shortcuts, you're not going to make it. You're too toxic. Get rid of these patterns, get rid of these thought processes, get rid of your ego, get rid of jealousy, get rid of insecurities, get rid of bitterness, unforgiveness, all of these different things. Get rid of this obsession that you have with trying to outdo someone that ain't thinking about you. That's what they need to do. And the moment that they recognize that these things need to be addressed is the moment that they can begin the process of pacing themselves down their own path, to walk through and to run through their own door. That's when they'll win. Meantime, though, just know, chosen, y'all winning regardless, because you've done the work and you continue to do the work, and you are humbly receiving your reward on the other side of this snapshot moment in your journey, because it gets greater and it gets greater and it gets greater, and each lifetime it just gets greater and greater, and you keep evolving higher and higher. Infinitely is never ending. So keep going, and just know that regardless of other people's intentions, they can't touch you. The Most High shows you this. The Most High showed me that in my dream. You can come in and try to take my position if you want to, but the Most High said, I have fashioned her. I have created her with a specific, very detailed blueprint. I dotted my I's and I crossed my T's. And so I am very well aware of her energetic signature, and her energetic signature fits this specific position. And so, no, you can't come in and try to clone that. You can't come in and try to clip me up or fool me and thinking that, how can you fool the Most High God? That's how you know they have no divine connection. It's just, I take it offensive that these karmics really think that they can fool my mother and father. But my mother and father has a way of showing them what it really is, okay? So that's what that's the message, y'all. That's the dream. I just wanted to bring that forward. If you find that this resonates with you, be sure to like and subscribe to my channel. Email me if you want a private reading, or if you want to order my hair oils or my body oils. And I look forward to talking to you all next time. All right.